Renewed concerns that Trinidad and Tobago nationals are being recruited here at home to fight for the Islamic State. Criminology lecturer at UWI St. Augustine campus, Darius Figueira, and the UK's former head of the National Counter-Terrorism Unit, Chris Phillips, weighed in on what this means for the Caribbean. Marie Hull tells us more.
Lecturer at UWI St. Augustine campus, Darius Figueira believes that more focus should be placed on clamping down on the recruitment of nationals here in Trinidad and Tobago. He said much of the focus is on allegations of terrorist activities taking place outside of this country.
The national security apparatus must understand is that as long as you are recruiting, that means you have organization. And as long as you have organization present in your country, you have persons living in your country who believe. So the next step is not the radicalization we'll talk because they believe. They believe. The next step is to expect when they are going to move to action.
And he gives an insight into what Islamic State recruiters look for in prospective fighters.
There has been a set of myths propagated in the media. Islamic State wants Muslims of a specific persuasion, and you have to be vetted before you can enter, and upon entry you are vetted again. And there is now the documentary evidence as to this process. So it is not a haphazard fly-by-night. People want to believe that you go on the net and you contact somebody and you land up in Turkey and then they take you and they carry you across. It don't work so at all.
Former head of the UK's counter-terrorism unit, Chris Phillips, said the Caribbean needs to be prepared for the ISIS threat. He believes closer contact should be kept with international intelligence agencies to stop more people from this region heading to Syria.
What we need to do in the Caribbean and the rest of the world is make sure that we are prepared. Make sure that we understand the threats that we face and don't be complacent. 10 years ago, I went to France, Germany and Belgium to find out exactly what they were doing around counter-terrorism. And I found that they thought at that time that this was a US-UK problem. This was not something that was going to impact on them, and they didn't have to put the resources and time into solving the problem. And they were complacent.
On Tuesday, Minister of National Security Edmund Dillon said government is yet to confirm if the 9 persons announced in the recent ISIS recruit held in Turkey are in fact Trinidad and Tobago nationals. He said the process has begun to identify the 9. Marie Hull, CNews.